Hello folks, this is Aitanaj from inspiredtorise.com and today we have the ASUS ROG Gl552JX laptop here with us for a full review of this device. So guys, let's begin. The ASUS Gl552JX has a decent build quality. On the top, the keyboard feels like it has a metallic finish which feels nice, and the device doesn't get too warm either during extended gaming sessions. And apart from that, it has an Intel HM86 Express chipset inside. The back has a nice metallic hinge coming out, and as is visible over here, the keyboard has a backlit LED backlit keyboard option, and you can turn it off as well as turn it on. To turn it off, just press function key plus F3, and to turn it on you just have to press function key plus F4, and you can turn it off or turn it on. It comes with a 15.6 inch 16:9 ratio 1920 into 1080p full HD display, which is an anti-glare IPS display. These are all of the ports that you can see, and you have the fan grill over there. That's the only part of the whole device which heats up. You have the SD card expansion slot over there, and the ROG logo over there on the laptop. Apart from that, on the right hand side you have the Super DVD multi-drive, and you have microphone as well as headphone jacks and one other USB port. You have two USB 3 ports and one USB 2.0 port. This is what the drive looks like when expanded. And let us just move forward and show you a few more things about this device. And when seeing the display in outdoor conditions wasn't as bright as we would expected it to be, and this is on 100% brightness settings on an outside condition in daylight condition. So the display wasn't that bright in daylight conditions, but when we were playing inside it felt really nice. When you aren't looking at it directly, the display quality is really great, and it comes with integrated Intel HD graphics 4600. This is the ROG mouse, gaming edition mouse that you get with the laptop, which feels pretty solid in hand. It has a special DPI button to change the DPI ranging from 1250 to 5000, which gets pretty high, and the build quality is really great. Even though my hand is big, it fits nicely in my hand. And this is what the internals of the device are, and we are seeing all of that on the CPU Z. You can see every other information about this device ranging from the main board, memory to graphics, and we will show you almost everything about this. Right now the device has 8 GB of internal RAM, but you can increase it to 16 GB. You have 4 slots over here, so you can increase it to 16 GB using 4 GB sticks. And let us just move forward. The graphics, Intel HD graphics 4600 by default, which share the allocated memory of the RAM, and apart from that you have dedicated graphics Nvidia Geforce GTX 950M, which has 2 GB of storage. And let us just do a small benchmark from the CPU Z tool. So it's being run right now. Compared to the highest possible model of Core i7, this processor is not that great, but still it's a nice processor for this type of laptop, a gaming laptop, and it's one of the best Core i7 models out here, not compared to this recent Skylake, but still one of the best. So guys, let's begin other tests also, and we will also do a short gameplay thing. So this is the 3D Mark benchmark running right now, the Fire Strike test, and overall this was the only test in the whole 3D Mark benchmark which was able to drop the frames and make the laptop feel a little bit slow to some extent, as is visible over here. And as is seen, the graphics are choppy a little bit. Let's just move forward. So as is visible on the 3D Mark benchmark for the ASUS ROG Gl552JX laptop, we got a score of around 27,066, and it scored around 10,228 on the SkyDriver 1, CloudGate 1.1 13,732, and 83,897 on the iStorm. And from the graph it says that the score that we got was around 2766, which was better than 18% of all results. But according to them, the gaming laptop standards of 2013 was around 3364, and it's still below that. So it is very difficult to understand how the 3D Mark benchmark works, because we were able to play almost all of the games that we had on this, and we will also show you few of those samples also. So guys, we have set the laptop settings to its highest, and as is visible, it is set on the highest possible mode, and the motion blur strength has also been selected to the highest possible mode. Everything has been pushed to the maximum possible limit, and right now the device is plugged in, and we have also selected the option to ignore the suggested limits. Let us just show you that. So let us just show you the settings. So as is visible over here, we have ignored the maximum graphic limit, and right now it's 3585 megabytes out of allocated memory of 2047 megabytes, which is the graphic card memory. And the point is that you can push this device to this limit and then still play a game, but the point is that it would get definitely hot. If you have a nice decent cooling solution, then surely go for it. Otherwise it would be playable on normal to medium settings also. Let us just show you the settings in detail about how we have pushed everything to the max. So let's just go here. So FSAA is on, MSAA turned to X8, VSync is on, pause, game on, focus loss is on, population density, population variety, distance scaling all set to maximum, texture quality very high, shader quality very high, shadow quality very high, reflection quality very high, and reflection MSAA set to X8, everything set on very high, ultra. Almost everything is set up on the highest possible limit. We have ignored the suggested limits, and let us just show you a little bit of gameplay to see how long does this last. The mouse has a very nice option to get high DPI settings, which we have already shown you.
He's gonna kill us in here. Leave us alone. We didn't do shit to you. Dude, in the back. Come on.
So right now in the closed environment settings, the frame rates are playable. They are playable despite of the fact that we have pushed the device to its maximum possible limits.
All set. Phone it in.
And let us just detonate the bomb right now. So from the back the device is heating up. Let us just do a temperature test also at the end of this gaming session to find out how high the device has heated up.
Show me the money. Slow and steady, T. Slow and steady.
So the session is underway. We are off to looting people.
That's the score. There's enough here for us all to enjoy. Depends on how you look at it.
Who doesn't like good cold cash?
We gotta move. Coming out, man. Give it up. I got it.
The game is still playable even on maximum settings. It's decent.
Stop some things every day. How about you make sure this is one of them? Let's see his eyes. He's crazy. No one's crazy. Right thing. Be cool. That's right, pal. Fucking crazy. Fuck! You didn't have to do that. Let's get going. There'll be time for grieving later. Yeah, you got that right. Move. What are you doing? Find some cover. I'm setting the charges. They're on a timer, so brace yourselves. Oh, fuck, you hear that? Sirens.
Only after we have played this for a sufficiently long duration will we get to know that does overheating have an issue on the overall performance of this device or not, and whether the frame rates do seriously drop or not.
Get out of the way! No fucking cops! Get out of the way or suffer the consequence!
So as was visible, we were able to push this game to the maximum possible limits. And let us just do a temperature test right now.
Come on, guys! Wrong for finishing!
So the heat is coming from these parts. There is the fan, and let us just see what is the temperature on different parts. 28 over here, 32, 34 over here, 36 here. So on top, the device isn't warm from anywhere. It does feel a little bit warm over here, 32, but still and around the grill it's around 42, 40. It's around 42.9, 43. So it's only the heat is coming from here, and apart from that, almost everywhere the heat is almost negligible. Guys, we have Witcher 3 running over here at maximum possible settings, and we have set the frames per second to 60, and we haven't increased that. So let us just show you some of the gameplay. We are able to play this game with ease. The frame rates are locked enough. The gameplay feels smooth. And it almost feels like Assassin's Creed. The depth of field and motion blur effects are also there. And gameplay is still nice. So the guards killed us, but still the gameplay was decent, and now we will try to bring the frames per second to more than 60 and then play the game again. So right now we have set the frames per second to unlimited, and it feels great. If you can get more than 60 FPS, then you should definitely go for it for better gameplay. But logged in at 60 FPS is also a great experience in itself. Hi. That was weird, and let us just go ahead.
You make a fine sailor. Till puking sets in. I'm dying of poverty. We'll have order at last. Long live Radovid. Hail the mate hunter.
So the quality of water etc. also is pretty great. And now let us just show you some more things. When playing Max Payne 3 on this system, we had our settings to the maximum possible limits on almost everything except for MSAA, which when you try to set it 8x said that it has exceeded the video memory and we need to lower our settings. So when it is made to 4x, it is playable at that point. So let us just show you the gameplay on Max Payne 3 with almost all of the graphics pushed to the max except the MSAA setting. So it's time to begin some killing. I'm really poor at this game because of the high DPI settings. I'm not used to the maximum DPI settings. So I killed everyone here, and let's just move forward. Sometimes I wish I was PewDiePie and I could swear at my screen while playing such games. So gameplay is decent enough. We couldn't push the game to the almost maximum limits, but still it's close to that. And the overall experience is still very great.
Gunfire. Was I too late?
No, you are not too late. Rodrigo Branco is still alive. So almost everyone is dead, and it felt good. So it's time to save Rodrigo Branco. And those guys always keep swearing at me in Spanish. They say filho da puta. I don't know what that means, but it's something bad, it seems. So with a cold stare, we killed one of those guys. And now it's time to free up Mr. Branco. This Mr. Branco is like a crazy old cow. So I guess we have to do that all over again because we failed over there. It's not worth the time. Let's just move forward to another game that we have. So we have Need for Speed Most Wanted 2012 right now, and we have set all of the settings to maximum possible limits, and let us just play this game to see how well does it perform. There's a strange issue with the controls. The game is not playable to that extent at the maximum possible settings. So right now it feels playable enough after some time, and it's a very tough game to play. But the overall frame rates and everything look decent, and it almost feels playable to a nice extent. Though there is a little bit frame rate drop here and there, still it's good. So guys, the ASUS ROG Gl552JX is a decent gaming laptop. We were able to play GTA 5 on this laptop with maxed out settings, and after a short while the frame rates did drop because of the extreme heating. And in case you have a decent cooling setup, then you can push this device to its limits and play almost any game on this. While playing few other games like Max Payne 3 and some other games also, we found out that the frame rates did not drop over a long period of time. But still, you have to invest in a decent cooling solution if you are in for some serious gaming action. The performance of this device is great. You can encode a 4K HD video in around 4 to 5 minutes depending upon the file size and the duration of the clip. If the duration of the sample clip that we used was around 1 to 1.5 minutes, and it took around 4 to 5 minutes to encode that 4K HD video, so that tells you about the capabilities of this device. And apart from that, the build quality and hardware and display quality is okay enough. This is an anti-glare display, so sometimes the brightness might seem a little bit off, but still, all in all, it's a decent display, and if you're using it indoors, it would look more than bright enough. And apart from that, when you look at the overall build quality, the metallic finish on the top looks nice. You have the ROG logo also, which lights up whenever you use your laptop, which looks really great. There is an option to enable the backlit keyboard's light on and off, which is a great toggle for those people who want a solution which can be turned off. And apart from that, the overall design build feels solid. The hinges do feel a little bit shaky when you use it on a rough basis. But still, if you buy a laptop this expensive, we trust you to keep it safe. The ASUS GL552JX retails for a price of 71,999 online, and you can get it for an even lesser price on offline retailers and ASUS branded retailers also. Apart from the laptop, you also get the ROG headphones, which fit very nicely and snugly over your head, and the overall bass and sound of this is really great. And apart from this, what else do you get? You also get a nice gaming mouse, which we showed you before. And there are some issues in this laptop in terms of the trackpad. It feels a little bit wobbly, but you won't be using the trackpad much in case you have that gaming mouse. On a normal usage, we found that it lasts around 3.5 to 4 hours, and the display on this device is bright enough when you are using it inside indoor conditions or places like that. The battery, etc., everything on this device is right for the price, 72,000 rupees, and it's not in stock right now at almost any website like Flipkart, Amazon, or other websites like that. But still, in case if you can grab this piece of hardware from your nearest ASUS retailer, then it's one of the best gaming laptops that you can get for this money. So guys, this is all for our ASUS GL552JX review. In case you like this video, then don't forget to hit the thumbs up and do subscribe to our channel. This is Aitan Ajha from InspiredRise.com signing off, folks. Stay inspired, guys.